prize for the game we have today. A battle that puts the spotlight on these two great institutions as we wait to see who will walk out with a sharp piece of hardware. Welcome to Camp Randall Stadium, home to the Wisconsin Badgers. As we'll see a participant from last year's playoff, the Minnesota Golden Gophers, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. The Golden Gophers will put it away to start the game. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Wisconsin's offense will have the football first. A lot of tight finishes when the Gophers and the Badgers battle for the Axe. Minnesota taking a tight one last time out.
And I promise you, Wisconsin's heard about that all year long. Minnesota getting the Axe a year ago. You see the film, you see the highlights of it, Palmer, and you want to change that starting today.
Yeah, and I think Minnesota's...
He's going to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Akbar. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. 3rd and 6, and they'll need a big play here on this opening drive. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. Got his man. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. And the Badgers are on the move. They'll run it from the gun. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 33, but not before he picks up 6.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
The Badgers are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Swings it out to the flat. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this field goal attempt will be a 48-yarder and not straight on from the left side. It is perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy.
The Golden Gophers offense has its first opportunity of the day. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw him. In so many different ways he could hurt you, and he could be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Catch in the middle. It's Montgomery. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here's a heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. Third down coming. Buying some time. He'll pull it down and breaks into the open. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble. And the Golden Gophers with the 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Unloads to the wideout. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass D.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And that's really got to make this offensive coordinator feel good. You get a completion on a big 3rd down early in the game, and that should give him a lot of confidence calling plays, this guy.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Minnesota! Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the 1st down. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. Some hand fighting at the point of the catch will draw the penalty, but this one is going to go against the offense. They want to throw it. Thanks to grab on the left. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They've got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Gets it to him on the screen. And he steps out of bounds, and that's going to do it for the 1st quarter. We reach the break. It's Minnesota holding the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Sends it back in motion. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Badgers have their offense in high gear. Gives it to the back on the draw. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. Now the play fake. That's caught. It's Akbar. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker. And they have converted their first 2 3rd down opportunities, but this one a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He didn't quite make it to the sticks, and it'll bring up a 4th down from the 42. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. first boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your... He tries to take the top off. Catch inside the 25. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 of the 11. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Golden Gophers!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And the point after is good. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They'll go back to work on offense. Leaves it with the running back. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Fires to the right. It's complete. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Hauls it in. Gets away from one, finds room. Touchdown, Wisconsin! He got a step and just dusted the field.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
This axe means so much to both Minnesota and Wisconsin. But, Jesse, my question is, have you ever used an axe?
Improperly, and I almost chopped off my ankle once upon a time. You know, in Canada, we have to use axes quite often. There are fireplaces, and that's pretty cool. But not like this axe right here. None as valuable or as important to thousands and thousands and thousands of people the way the Paul Bunyan's axe is.
At the 35, he's open. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. Makes the grab. It's Lincoln.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Lost to fire on 2nd down. It's complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Golden Gophers have it with a 1st and 10. He'll pull it on the read. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be 3rd down. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the back. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And that's the money down, man. 4th down, you just have to have it somehow, some way. You're calling a pass play. You're trying to get it through the air. Nothing open downfield. And he just takes over. He just tucks the ball and runs, goes and gets it. Great job, great decision-making by the quarterback on that play.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later.
Intercepted, number 19.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year and comes up with a massive play right there.
And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
They go to the ground. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. They're working that left side. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Going to swing it on second down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points. And
the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They boot it away. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. All wideouts, no bats. Johnson wants to throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Bird. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Garrison. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Golden Gophers want to crank the tempo. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. It's caught downfield. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. Really short gain on that one. Defense all over it. And the Golden Gophers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Minnesota! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And how big is that for this offense? Put a nice drive together, get the touchdown, add to this lead already. Everything right now, Palmer, going their way.
Yeah, that was as good a two-minute type situation as you could have offensively. And, David, they've got so many weapons on this offense. They practice these situations all the time, and they put it to work here at the end of the first half.
So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. He'll start this drive firing. The screen, he's got wheels. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man downfield. Open space at the 25. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Under fire. Is It's incomplete. He was shooting for the end zone right there.
What a play by the defender there, guys. In his own end zone, the offense has taken a shot, and if that defender was just one step behind, that would have been a touchdown. But the hit forces the incompletion.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Akbar. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. Easy call for the refs. They pulled a little closer, now down 20-13.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, Paul Bunyan's axe on the line, and already Minnesota and Wisconsin have given us some stirring moments. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Minnesota and Wisconsin plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Minnesota offense is headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Johnson looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll try to drive ahead on third and short.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
The Golden Gophers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Fires to the wideout. It's caught. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. Listen to this place. Oh, man, they love their Badgers. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work.
And sometimes I just feel like
turning it on. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. Now from the 40, it's first and 10. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Akbar. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And the Badgers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. quarterback on the keeper. Still running at the 40. Offense all on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. The Badgers just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw on first down. Plucks it out of the air.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm now.
Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Under fire. Pressure's there and he lets it go.
And listen, there's nothing wrong with play action for this offense, but man, you got to protect. You got to sell that run. And if the quarterback's going to do that, he needs his guys up front to give him a little bit more time to maybe take those shots down the field and make some big plays for this offense.
And back to the air on second down. Swings it out to his running back. Well, it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Good teams find ways to win and bad teams find ways to lose, and that's an example of that right there. You need a touchdown to tie or take the lead here in the second half. You've got a golden opportunity down in the red zone. You just can't put it on the ground.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's got him in the flat. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Johnson wants to throw it. Here's the pressure. Gets rid of it. Finds his man. It's Lincoln. Knocked off his feet. And the Golden Gophers come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Quarterback now breaking the field. Pulls it in. It's Bird. All the way out to the 43-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds, and this offense is on the move. Give to the single back. He'll be stopped at the line of scrimmage, and time has expired here in the 3rd. That's going to do it for the quarter, and Minnesota has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be 3rd down.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 15. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. That's the last thing this defense needed, a penalty to keep the drive moving. It's 1st and 10. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give on the option. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. And this defense has to step forward. Not only do they have to get a stop, they've got to do it quickly to keep that time from running down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Gophers! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0. And fellas, I tell you, the Gophers are starting to give the Badgers the business end of that axe.
Yes, they are, Reese. I tell you what, the Gophers taking the lead in this rivalry game late in the ball game. Palmer, they are set up with the way they're built. They're in a good spot.
Yeah, when you think back to all the great games in this rivalry between these two schools, it usually comes down to the team that's the most physical. And so far here, it's been the Gophers being physically dominant in the trenches.
Pulls it in. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. Working that left side now. At midfield, he's got room. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The Badgers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25. And the Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much. The Badgers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
All right, you dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the second half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing up.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. The Golden Gophers will have it 1st and 10. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And obviously, if you're going to be in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy, you got to be putting out big stat games week in, week out. He's been doing it all season long and obviously had over 100 rushing yards his last time out. He's doing it again here today in a game where a lot of Heisman Trophy voters, they're watching this one.
And the Golden Gophers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Listen to this place. Oh, man, do they love their Badgers. 3rd down coming. Got the back over the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on 3rd down as they've got a first at the 32. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Touchdown, Minnesota! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way home.
I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Motion from the back. They'll start this drive with a pass. Takes the easy one to the back. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that. Offense has it at the 28 on first down. From the gun, the running back has it. Finds some fresh air. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. He's now up to 58 yards on the ground as he gets closer and closer to that magical 1,000-yard mark for the season. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. Got a man, it's Akbar. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. And the Badgers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Third down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on first down. And he is going to be forced out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Tremendous defense there. The Badgers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. It's Akbar. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. And the Badgers come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Looking for the score. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the air on second down. He's got it on the run. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Shotgun snap on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line. It would take a miracle to get back in this game, but any miracle will have to start with this fourth down conversion. Going for 6. Makes the catch down the right side, but not able to keep his foot in bounds. He was close, oh so close to a touchdown. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Minnesota has it back, and the Gopher offense is headed onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level there.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And so in this old-school, heated Big Ten rivalry, Paul Bunyan's act will be headed to Minnesota as the Gophers outlast the Badgers. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.